Hi there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 2876 of What You Up To Now. Today we're talking about progress, which is step 4 of the SOAP framework. I love my little bars of soap. And how do we measure? How do we measure? How do we know if the actions that we're taking in our businesses and in our life are actually moving us in the direction that we want to go? And so we talk about how to figure out a way to measure the thing that you're doing to fill the gap. Anytime I do something, I always have in the back of my mind, well, how am I going to know if this worked or not? How do I know if me changing this behavior or implementing this process or doing this thing or calling this person, or I don't really like to call people. I message them. I don't message very many people either, right? How do I know it's working or not? So that was the topic for both Supersize Your Business as well as the Be a Better You annual challenge. This year's annual challenge, I can't believe it's almost the end of another year. And an annual challenge. Already decided that next year's annual challenge is going to be Supersize You, and we'll talk about how that's going to roll out and where it's going to roll out. I'm actually going to put it on my Skool community platform because I've been looking for a long time for a place to create a community out of the annual challenge so we can help one another out through the different daily tasks and daily actions, because it's something super simple every day, right? But if somebody doesn't understand the action item or is struggling with that because of something, some limiting belief or something in their past or something they don't want to let go of, how do I know this? Because I do this all the time. Then we want to be there so we can support one another. And it's awesome if it's not just me, right, having to answer all the questions and support. I want it to be a true community. And so we'll be doing that on the Skool platform. Skool platform is free to join. You don't have to pay anything to go there and be a part of that platform, like a lot of them, right? Until they go paid, and then it's like, thank God there's no algorithms or advertising on the platform, because that would just turn it into another Facebook, which we definitely don't want to see that happen. So I forgot to, of course, read in the Be a Better You annual challenge my power thoughts from Louise Hay or my card from Esther and Jerry Hicks and the Teachings of Abraham. And it turns out it's about relationships. So obviously I need to work on some of my relationships. Grab a magnifying glass and we'll see what it is today. Attempting to control others attracts more to be controlled. Oh boy, is that a biggie, right? If you ever try to control your kids, if you've ever raised teenagers or toddlers, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The more you double down on trying to control exactly what they're doing, the more they ramp up the behavior. So if you tell your daughter not to date that guy, guess what she's going to do? She's going to date that guy behind your back, and hopefully nothing bad happens, but it's still going to happen. It just is human nature and kind of inevitable. It reminds me of the movie I was watching with my granddaughters the other day, Spy Kids Armageddon. Not Armageddon. Maybe it is Armageddon. Anyway, I don't remember, but it's one of the Spy Kid movies, and the dad is trying to control the two younger kids' use of phones and technology and gaming and things, and he ends up just having the opposite effect. They end up almost destroying the world because of the kid going behind his dad's back and actually creating a huge impact, a huge negative impact in the world. And that's what we never want, that, right? So that was our card for today, and I'm not going to read the back. It's too tiny. Oh, do you want to see the pictures like that? The graphics on this are kind of interesting. And then in Louise Hay's Power Thoughts and Affirmations, this is a 365-day affirmations book. I got it years ago when Louise Hay was still alive, actually, I think. And I pull it out every couple of years and look at it because it's always good to remind ourselves of thinking that behooves us or helps us in any way, shape, or form. So this one I'll read too. I view all experiences as opportunities for me to learn and grow. I actually do that. I've actually coming down on the other side of that. When I was younger, I didn't view them as opportunities or chances to grow. I got defensive. I got upset. I'd get emotional because, negative feedback was negative feedback to me back then. Now, every time there's a setback, a challenge, an obstacle, I whip out my SOAP framework and I just go for it. And then the other one is, I see myself as beautiful, lovable, and appreciated. I am proud to be me. And that's right in line with our Be a Better You annual challenge this year. So I forgot to read those, so I like to read them so that everybody knows I actually do what I say I'm going to do. I just don't always remember to share it in the appropriate video. Not that it matters. I can share it wherever I want. That's the cool thing about the online world. All right. Any questions? If you need help with anything, if you don't know what the next thing to do is, Send me a message, Voxer me. You got my Voxer handle. Yeah, I'm not even hiding in plain sight. I'm just out there. So if I can help you, let me know. Sometimes we just need somebody to bounce that idea off of, or say it out loud too. You know, you can say it out loud to the mirror. It's just as effective as paying some big buck coach to help you find the answer when you've known it all along. All right. Have an awesome day. And I'll, of course, see you tomorrow.